Criminal Court Clerk, and Howard, if you could introduce yourself, your colleague, and then make whatever presentation you'd like to make.
Yes, I will. My name is Howard Gentry, Criminal Court Clerk, and with me is Alfred DeGraffenreid, Reed, our Chief Clerk. This is his first budget hearing. And Alfred's doing a great job. Well, I tell you what, and please ask him, and so we can assess his worth, his value. He's really been a real asset to our office, and he's done a great job so far, and we're really proud to have him. As a matter of fact, the 81 employees in our office are working very hard right now, and we've had some employment changes in our leadership, and Alfred, of course, is one. And the office has really responded well to it. We've got a lot of new ideas, new life, and so we're moving forward. This is my fourth budget hearing as Criminal Court Clerk. Doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it has. And again, I'd like to compliment the staff. When I first came on, I was complimenting them for just bearing with me, but now I'm really complimenting them because I truly understand how hard they work. Our office provides basically the clerical services to all justice-related agencies and to the public at large. And it sounds kind of simple, but it is a wide range of services that we provide. And we are also responsible for the collection efforts of the court system, and we work very hard to collect fines and court costs. We find it more challenging now as we have more people who are coming into our court system who are indigent and unable to pay. And we're working every day trying to continue to develop our web-based services and trying to make the utilization of our office and the services provided by our office as electronic and as easy and effective and efficient as possible. We do a lot. We deal with a lot of files. We've had over 280,000 docketed events this year. We average about 1,100 files touched daily, and that does not include our public records requests or new filings. We dealt with over 93,000 warrants and citations in our office, over 131,000 subpoenas generated by our General Sessions and Bond Office. And also the thing that we continue to be excited about is over 23,000, almost 24,000 expungements are processed in our office. And we do that in an array of ways, but the most, I guess, most proactive is partnering with the metro schools and the Bringing Justice to You process, where we provide the service quarterly for families, parents, and families of our metro school children, and they're able to come into a school in a different section of town every quarter and have their records looked at. Those that are expungible are expunged. We actually have a judge with us in the public defender's office, and so that is a big deal. Also, we partner with Goodwill, and we have a collaboration of agencies, and we do that on a quarterly basis to provide a driver's license and expungement information to the public. Also at churches, job fairs, voting rights seminars, and other collaborative efforts. And just for the public to know this, that this is not something that we are giving away. It's something that is the right of anyone who has a criminal record. If their records are expungible, they have that right to have them expunged, and they have the right to move on with their lives. It provides them an opportunity to reduce their record or have that record removed, but it also provides us the opportunity to remove records that we are housing since the 1840s, and so it causes a more efficient operation for us too. Our website is still what I call popping. A couple years ago, we were ranked as in the top 10 websites in the nation, and we've had over almost 15 million page views on our website, and that's an 11% increase from last year. And people are not just coming on there looking, but we've got the attorneys that are now using our website, and we've got mobile web capability facilities, and it just has so many opportunities for attorneys, for the bond office, for different, for our clients, for people who are involved in the court system. Our total revenue, including the metro, state, and courts, is about it's really $7,272,408. The metro portion of that that was projected was $6,793,100, and we're currently at 59% of that projection. Our actuals right now are just over $4 million. Our projection next year is $6,340,900, and you'll notice that that is down from last year, and there are numerous reasons. One is that we are finding out that the driver's license law, which we really thought was going to bring in great revenue, that was enacted by our legislature a couple years ago, it's been effective, I think, but the amount of revenue that has come to us as a result of it is not what we were expecting, and we utilize that that hoped for revenue, really the projected revenue, as a reason to project what we did. Also, we're finding that our indigency rate is rising, and there are just so many people who are coming through our court system that do not have the capacity to pay. And so this year we chose to reduce our revenue projections based on those, because those I guess it's still unknown, but those circumstances cause us to be more cautious in how we project for this coming year. I don't have a concern that we won't pay our way, and we just get excited every year because we hope to come in with revenue so that we can be not just a department that pays our way, but also we can provide revenue for the government in general. So, but we have to be careful when it's time to be careful, and that's where we are right now. You had asked us to look at a 3% reduction. That 3% reduction is a total amount of $159,500, and I'm going to let Mr. DeGraffenreid explain what that budget reduction means to our office.
Thank you. Well, the loss of the 3 deputy clerk positions would severely impact our department and reduce the ability to service the courts, pursue revenue, and provide assistance to the public at large. The criminal court clerk's office is the hub of the criminal justice center here in Davidson County, and from processing to booking to final disposition to collecting the court costs. The loss of these positions would be very detrimental to our office serving its constitutional obligations rather.
Okay.
So in essence, we're saying that that's going to be 3 positions to us, and I think every year that we've been here, we have always stated that that's going to be a challenge, and we have been able to adjust, as government has, to the strain that puts on us. We're at that point again where I just have to say that it is real positions, and so Alfred has explained it to you, and that's just basically what it is. But at the same time, we are asking for improvements of 1 position, and Alfred, you can explain that.
Thank you. The position that we're requesting is a domestic violence position. Of course, domestic violence cases are a priority here in Davidson County. And last year, our office received 1 full-time employee that was solely for the domestic violence docket prep that provides pre- and post-docket management support to General Sessions Domestic Violence Court. But since then, the criminal court clerk's office is now responsible for staffing all the misdemeanor domestic violence cases that have been bound over to the Second Circuit in the state trial courts. And that's also a dedicated docket. And our office must have the necessary resources to be efficient and responsible, and it takes adequate preparation for our clerks to for them to perform their duties. They don't just show up to court. It takes time to prepare the dockets for court. For example, typing of the minutes and entering motions and orders and procedures, answering emails, responding to the defense bar, and fielding phone calls. And drafting subpoenas that will be served. So we're requesting, for those reasons, we're requesting one full-time employee position to provide backup and the necessary assistance to the Second Circuit Court.
Okay.
And Mayor, of course, you've been in the system, so you understand this. But the fact is that we have been running lean and mean. And when I say mean, that means we've been handling our business in our in-court operation and with our minute clerks. Domestic violence is very important, and that court has become more important and more active. And we're trying to hold up under the responsibilities of that court also, and we're just at a point where if we have too many people out sick or just any kind of absences with vacation or what have you, it puts us in a place where we're not very comfortable at all. And so that kind of is the reason for our need, and I think it's valid, as everybody is a valid request, but it's really a needed request.
Okay. Rich? Good. Right. Well, thank you all.
Thank you.
Good job for your first voyage, and Howard, you get better with years. 4 years, you're doing
Well,
great. So
well, thank you.
Thank you for your service, and we'll do the best we can.
All right, appreciate it.
Do you want to, yes, with you?
Oh, yes, she normally knows how to sit down. This is Ryan Gentry, my youngest daughter, who's on her last day of spring break, and if she's not glad, I am. Love her to death, though. Thank you.
Thank you.